Episode 344, Consciousness as a Universal Property. Panpsychism Reframed. Without mysticism, consciousness is usually treated as rare, something that appears late, something that happens inside brains. That assumption breaks science, the false choice. Science often argues between consciousness everywhere and consciousness nowhere until brain appears. Both positions are framed incorrectly. What needs reframing? Consciousness is not a thing you possess. It is not a substance. It is not awareness floating in space. Consciousness is a capacity. The correct definition. Consciousness is the capacity of a system to register difference, integrate information, respond to change. This capacity exists in degrees. Why this is not mystical? This does not mean rocks think, atoms have feelings, electrons are aware like humans. It means systems can be more or less sensitive to information. Consciousness as a gradient. At minimal levels, systems register interaction. At higher levels, systems integrate feedback, maintain internal models, adjust behavior. Human consciousness is a high bandwidth case, not a special category. Why brains amplify consciousness? Brains do not create consciousness, they amplify it. They increase integration, resolution, responsiveness. Why consciousness appears discrete? We label consciousness as on-off because we notice thresholds. Below thresholds, integration is too weak to register. Why this solves the hard problem? The hard problem assumes consciousness must emerge from matter. But if consciousness is a capacity, not a product, there is no emergence gap. Why this fits physics? Information processing exists everywhere. Consciousness tracks the ability to integrate that processing. No new force is required. Consciousness and life. Life increases consciousness by stabilizing information loops. More stable loops lead to greater awareness. Why this matters cosmically? If consciousness is universal capacity, intelligence can arise anywhere. Awareness scales with structure. Life is not anomalous. Key insight: consciousness is not rare, it is graded. Practical clarity: you don't gain consciousness, you increase bandwidth, integration, and regulation. Brains don't create awareness, they refine it. Next, we will explore intelligence without brains, how complex behavior emerges in non-neural systems. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and follow for more aligned content. And if you're new, I would suggest please start with episode 0, the source field. Everything builds progressively from there, step by step. And also, do not forget to download free PDFs, free books, and free FMPs from the link in my bio. Thank you.